Hello there, everyone. This is No Name 117 Spore. It has been a little bit. My streams have not been quite as consistent recently, and I did say that I wasn't going to do many before, doing this one. And yeah, I am back with more Planet Coaster, assuming it'll show. Also readjust the chat box a little bit here, because I had the chat box adjusted more, or I had it adjusted in Rule of Waves 2, and I'm now seeing that that was a bad idea. Not like anybody's typing right now. We can change that. Yeah, okay, that works. So, main game capture recording is on. Come on. There we go, we got it working. Let me downsize my OBS window, and yeah, there we go. So, yep, I'm back with NamelessWood. We still got Praying Mantis, we still have Mongoose. This coaster over here, I'm not liking how these trees have turned out. I think I have them all saved, and if I don't, I can save this park as a separate one. But I think I have them all saved. So what I'm just going to do is that we're just going to start getting rid of all these trees. Honestly, because they are not working. I'm not liking the style they are bringing to the park, so goodbye. And it costs a lot anyway to get all them. So we're going to go with a different approach in regards to trees from now on. And little glow bushes, they were a cool idea. They have just not worked out as well as I was hoping them to. But I'm probably going to keep them. We're just going to turn this area into, more of a green place rather than a orange and red place. There's a good thing is these have preserved a lot of funds. I'm going to get rid of that. So what I will do is I will take these and save them as a little bush blueprint here before deleting them. It's because I'm going to entirely retheme this area. Oh yeah, Planet Coaster has some horrific lag whenever I try to do anything now. Red unique bushes. There we go. Goodbye to all of you. Give me all that money back. And then we can actually start working with this area again, or in a different way, which will probably, I can probably get it to look a little better. So yep, this is probably a lot of wasted money here in all of these, because they did look interesting, but it's just, they didn't work. They didn't work. I couldn't successfully recolor the ground like I was intending. I need to make sure that I'm careful here. Yeah, I think I got that down well. All right. You go, you go, you go. Okay. No. That just cost me some money. It just kicked all the people out of that ride. But the good news is I was able to immediately revert the change because Control Z. So we don't have to change anything there other than, people are kicked off the ride and will hopefully go to other rides now. That's an idea for the future. Just delete a ride and then Control Z it so that it exists again. If you want everyone kicked off of it. For whatever reason. Alright, we still have all the trees over in this area to get. So, yep, goodbye to all these trees. This was going to be a really interesting location, if only I could paint the ground red. But ultimately, I cannot paint the ground red, so it will not work. And now we, once again, have more of a blank slate. So let's start by adding a little bit of, like, kind of sand here to the lake. Now, admittedly, I think my intensity's maybe a little low. And my size is a little large. Yeah, that's a little better. Alright, paint the inside of the lake, definitely a lot. This is in case anyone decides to look under the water for whatever reason. Alright. Hey, Wish Cashew. Playing something a little different here today. Well, I mean, I've played this many times before, but, you know, a little different than what I've been doing recently. Just trying to get a little bit, make this like little sandier. Here. That'll work. Not a little sandy. Well, we are trying to make it a little sandier, but I'm trying to kind of bring in the grass a little bit more. Like that, so we have a nice nice kind of look to it in that area. Alright. There we go. That is good. Let's us put some scenery up. Because we need trees and such. Wasn't here for those other streams you had on this game a little bit ago. Yeah. Yeah, that was back in, I think, more March-ish. Maybe through part of the summer. I kind of lost interest when the theming for this ride just wasn't going as planned, which is why I'm completely changing it. And we're probably going to have to change the color of the ride. Yeah. So yeah, this is new. Yep. This is the park I've been working on. We do need to make a more grand entrance area. Alright, who's littering? Why are you guys littering? There's trash cans. There's like 3 trash cans here. Why are you littering? People. What a bunch of bastards. Oh yeah, I still need to add like some sort of cover over that. That would be cool. I know. Our log flume and 2 coasters. Rules the coaster. Basically. And this game I've intended on being one of my main games, but I haven't played it for a little bit. But now I'm back. Now I'm back to this. And hopefully I'll be able to keep this series, my Rule the Waves 2 series, and my From the Depths series all going as kind of main series. Maybe Kerbal will get introduced here soon too. What I wanted to do right now is something. What did I want? Alright, I did download a couple Theme Maker's Toolkit items. And I think these are going to be under lights. Actually, first thing, oh, we have some cage lights there, which are cool, which I downloaded for something. But I downloaded these things called globe orbs, which are basically half spheres. And if we need to, you know, it's very easy to make full spheres with them. There's also these chandelier bulbs, which look pretty cool too. And, although they're small. And I'm planning on being able to use some of these as replacements. Or not replacements, but kind of additional things for some of the trees, to get some of the trees to glow a little bit. So I intentionally downloaded these for that reason. So I can kind of still have the same vibe I was going for, but with more greenery rather than, you know, reddery. Alright, so if we're going for more, you know, greenery, I don't want a line to surface on, first of all, because that's just going to screw everything up. If we're looking at the rest of the park, we have oaks, the occasional black spruce tree, ash trees, and sycamores. Alright. So that's what I'm going to want in this area. Once it saves. Thank you, Planet Coaster. Alright. So we need to go to, not senior theme, nature region. And I think it's just deciduous. Plus, you know, black spruce trees. I might just duplicate black spruce trees into the area. So in this case, we're just going to place them down like this. Actually, it's probably a good idea to get some rocks in various spots first. But if I do want to make some trees glow a little bit, like I kind of do in the hidden forest area, I might... Yeah, let's get some of those set up. So, I might do some flowers on these too. I'm not entirely sure. So, okay, so we're gonna have an oak. Oak tree 2, oak tree 3. Hey, Nuclear, how's it going? I'm back to this game, for now. Let's see, getting back into this game again. Yep. Yeah, it's been a little bit, I will admit. Alright, so let's place down one of every... Well, okay, I'm not going to use the black spruces like this. I'll use these trees. I might need to duplicate some of these trees again. But, you know, we're going to initially stick with these guys. So I'm going to delete deciduous for now. So we could do some of the stuff where we put flowers on these trees. I mean, these are the stock in-game trees. I want to make custom trees again. Because I was making custom trees for this, and it wasn't looking good. Let's be real, it was not looking good. I couldn't pull it off. Which is why I'm switching things up now. So hopefully it'll look a little bit better this time. Alright, so we can do bushes of this sort. We can also prepare some bushes, like I mean the green bushes all look good in deciduous, the forest bushes both look good. So we'll get some of those set up. I don't know how much ironwood I'll use here. But, so we'll start with these, and then we're gonna start adding stuff to them, like clipping stuff inside of them. And with the other one I was doing mushrooms, which are under props. Under lights, I believe. Yes, it would be. Looks so realistic. In Planet Coaster is pretty realistic, but I wanted to go with more of an interesting thing. I mean, these are just the stock trees in game. And bushes. Other than the other bush that looks sideways. Yeah, I don't know which one. Where is it? Where's the... There you go, the mushroom lamp. So I want to hide some mushroom lamps in some of these. And thank you, Wolfen, for the follow. And welcome to the Nameless Follower group thing. Yeah, hello. Let's start just kind of hiding these mushrooms in. You know what? We'll start... Why are you aligned to surface on? You should not be aligned to surface on. So we will be placing these mushroom lamps inside objects like this guy. We're working on your essay that is due on the 28th of October. Okay then. You know what? If I want to hide this... There are multiple ways we could hide it. Angle snap off. So if we kind of tilt it up like that, move it down like so, then we can hide this whole thing beneath the ground. Correct? Yeah. But that doesn't quite look right. So we've almost got to slant it forward like this, and then just kind of put these kind of in this area. This semester I made the biggest mistake of doing art tutorials along with a writing intensive course. Okay. Yeah. Merge into one. You don't even get a break and get more essays thrown. Ooh, essays not the most fun things. in the world. Okay, camera angles in Planet Coaster are being weird again. Right, so we need to just kind of keep these a little lower. Initially. I'll initially kind of set 3 down here at the base. Although, you know what, maybe this one I'll lift up somewhat. That we almost get this kind of glowing berry sort of look from this. Actually, that doesn't look too bad, right? We move this out a little bit here. Let's see it at night. Okay, not the greatest thing, not the worst thing. I think it needs a set there, and then maybe another set of these guys over here somewhere on this side, and I think we'll be good. One of your friends in Canada got sick. Oh, that's not good. With, are we talking about just normal sick, or is it like the very concerning kind of sick right now? Okay, you know what? That's a good object. We'll use that object. Don't think it's COVID. Okay. At least, I mean, at least there's that. Okay. So, I'm not going to make another bush, which is exactly like this one. I'll just use some of these and... yeah. You never know. Yep. I'll just use some of these in some locations. Let's see about... oh my god, cage lights are expensive. I mean, they might work, but... yeah, that's expensive. So, the other thought is these half orbs here. The globe orbs. So if we do... like, extra small's not bad. Not that bad of a size. I'm thinking small. No, maybe tiny. Tiny's a little too... mini. Mini. I think mini is right. Works at his grandparents' house. Okay. Alright. So then that is a glow orb. Right there. And then we can kind of... you know what? Merge those two together. We'll add another one of these. Well, we can just start duplicating this and then combine them later. And then, you know, ultimately just have that over there. So we'll do a set with the default color, and then we'll do a set with other colors on them. Okay. Man, this is going to take way longer than I thought it would. Because you got to get multiple of these kind of over the bush. Imagine building a tree out of this. It's going to be hell. I guess at this point stuff's looking a little more Christmassy. But I don't know, I want it to look like kind of more of a magical, or give off a more magical forest vibe. So I'm only doing like one color per tree here, or per bush. Or whatever, because then they'll look more like fruits rather than, you know, anything else. Let's move and duplicate. Now, admittedly, changing the color of these shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, I only have to, click on the, or copy all this into the same group, go into that group, click on the, or select everything, right-click on the bush so I no longer have it selected, and then just, from there I'm done. Or just color everything from there. So I only have to do this like once per tree size, and I can get multiple colors out of it. But you know, it might be annoying on some of like the proper trees, like these guys. Maybe I'll have to go with a larger version of it, or you know, maybe more grouped together version. I mean, this should look interesting. What does it look like at night? A bit interesting. Bit interesting with the glowing. I think it'll look good in the end. And obviously, you know, these were not made by me. They're Theme Maker Toolkit items. Someone else made them. So, yeah. I didn't learn 3D modeling or any of Planco's lighting systems to add these in. But, you know, the whole thing with Theme Maker's Toolkit is it's a tool which people can use to make models and stuff, and then, well, I mean, it's not a tool people can use. It's, you know, something they place, and then it's basically a bunch of tools which the builder can use to create what they want. Okay, there we go. Stick you in, grab you, and stick you in up here. Yeah, that looks pretty balanced, I would say. Maybe needs one more kind of lower down, almost here-ish. Anything else? Maybe one more here. Oh. What are you gonna say? Can you update us on the Ruler Waves 2 if they fix the bug? It's gonna take them a full update to be able to fix the bug. They have definitely very much confirmed it exists now, and are very much investigating it. It does seem like the cause of the bug is Torpedo Protection 4. So the meta right now might be, if you're building a ship with Torpedo Protection 4, to give it belt extended armor. It's only going to happen with 4 and 5 inch shells, from my understanding. I do want to actually test out 4 inch shells against Torpedo Defense 3, because I'm a little worried it might happen there too. But it does seem like 5 inch shells against Torpedo Defense 4 ships will do it. Alright, so I will duplicate this scenery item over here for the moment. Wow, that's expensive. Is it expensive? Kinda. I still need to get that, you know, high excitement coaster. This is only a 4.15, and, you know, the SLV 5.52, and then Mongoose only 4.93. Yeah, I cannot get those coasters. Those high excitement coasters, which is weird, because this thing just has an absurd amount of airtime. This is the sort of coaster people would absolutely love in real life. Planet Coaster's rating systems are crap, is what I'm saying. Praying Mantis might be considered slightly boring, but I don't think it'd be considered that boring, especially with how much it picks up speed and does some airtime here before hitting its loop and then kind of doing its little twisty end section. I mean, this will be a fun, large-size family coaster to ride. Does it have a little bit of airtime? I think it does get a little bit of airtime. Let's see. Yeah, airtime count 2. So I think that's here. It's there. It might be here. It might be here. I think it's here. Yeah. Maybe you get this kind of slam down to the side, and then you get this very low to the ground section before the brakes. Okay, so the reason I duplicated this here was so I can edit it, have the game lag, select everything, right click on the bush, and then just change the color to like purple. Maybe like that shade of purple. And instantly we have another color. Alright, so let's do that to this bush here as well. Let's place a bunch of these guys down, and hopefully I'll have the money to afford multiple of these. I will also want to put some flowers in the trees. Maybe I could do some flowers with some of these orbs, or larger sized orbs. That orb's just kind of weird. It's a little menacing just hovering there. But yeah. You know, more of these bushes are gonna be able to receive the orbs. I should probably put some in these two bushes as well, so that we do have more variety. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could stick in the bushes to really. I could get some flower bushes too out of some of them, so we have multiple bush variants. I mean, having these, nice glow or bushes which just glow a little bit at night is going to be really cool. And at this point, yeah, I have given up on some of the, just let's go, almost entirely stock on this sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm fine with using some theme makers now. I don't want to overuse theme makers, but, I think this is a good thing to use theme makers for. And there was, I mean, we were going to recolor the grass, so that would have been theme makers as well. Now, if I'd stuck with that plan. Alright, merge into one scenery group. Duplicate you again. Alright, I'm going to duplicate you again. I'm going to move you over here. And then I'm going to duplicate you again. So we'll have 3 colors of these, I guess. Although maybe these bushes will have different colors of them on them, so it's a little more like a different species. Okay, go to you. Select everything. Okay. What's another color which would work well? Do we want to try like a red? Or do we want to try like a yellow? I think a yellow works. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's move these over here. Actually, you know what? Let's just have a selection of bushes over here, for example. For now. We'll sort it all out later. But yeah, no, that's 3 colors for each of these. Alright, cool. And then we can also move this little guy over here too. We need more of them. Alright. Here we go, other bushes. It feels like I'm almost like halfway back at square one with this. And I know I actually did a lot of this stuff offline on the other one, but it's like, you know what? No, I'll do it online this time. And actually get this place looking a little nicer. You'll probably recolor the coaster too in all of this. You know what? These could be flowering with the, orbs in them. Yeah, that might be cool looking. So, wait, let's just check how the other ones look at night. Yeah, that's nice, having a little bit of glow to them, even though this is more of the, lighted glow. No, those do have a little bit of additional color, which is probably going to look good. And then as I save these things, I can potentially use them for future contest projects as props, because, you know, these are just small props I can just copy and paste very easily. If I want to go like full on with the Enchanted Forest theme. As the Nameless Wood gets constructed more and more and more. I really need to get on to the next project of Nameless Wood, which is the inverted coaster. At some point here. Because I'm sorry, we need an invert. But you know, we need to get this damn ride open first. It'll get us one of our challenges done too. Which will be really nice. These bushes are going to be expensive, aren't they? Alright, I was going to make them flowering, and I haven't selected the sort of flowers I need for them yet. I probably should have made them flowering first, and then put these in it. But, oh well. Yes. Planet Coaster monotony. I don't really know what other commentary to give right now. We're gonna lag. Give us a moment. Autosave. Gotta put my hands off the keyboard for just a few moments as the autosave finishes. I'll move my mouse cursor over here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Got it. Gonna move it over there so I could just better tell when the save was done. You know, I think these little orb things will look a lot better than the, you know, attempt at mushrooms, which were being used for the previous one. I will also change the colors of the orbs in these two, because I'm not going to use this color on this species of bush. It's still going to be a little bit expensive to get all these in. But, you know, we do have some money right now, because we deleted everything else. Alright, so you should both be in groups. I will, for now, move that over here. Actually, I'll leave it, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep it around or not. It might be something where I just wind up going in and deleting it. Alright, so you... If they're green, we can't see them. Maybe we could go like... Ooh, that sort of orange looks interesting. We can go like an orange. Almost like that. Yeah, I'll go with that orange. As one of the three colors for these. Alright, now we need a nice flower color for them. Two, and flower thing. So how expensive are the various flowers? So these are 150. These are 150. These are 2 per. And there's rose bushes, which are only 150, and that might actually work a little better. Do white floral bushes, which are a little eh. Yellow floral bushes don't look too bad. Okay, these ones you can kind of put in trees, which I might do. Actually, is it these? No, it's another one which can go in the trees. It's like the tulip flowers actually kind of look cool. Or the lupine flowers look cool and if you place them in trees. Also do these guys, but I'm more iffy on them. So I think... Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, that was for one of the entries in a contest, and I still have it downloaded. Why is it under bushes? I don't know. It's a weird place to put it. Do petunia? No, I think going rose bushes and then recoloring them is the best option here. All right, so okay, with the red or not the red, with the orange glowing orbs. Do we want to paint them orange, or do we want to paint them in a different color, like purple? Something which goes with orange. One thing we do have to figure out... Hey, Stefan, is it still a fun game, or do you prefer Planet Zoo? I haven't played Planet Zoo, I should mention. Based on what I've seen of Planet Zoo, it just doesn't look as fun. I would recommend this over Planet Zoo, probably. Okay, I need to just nail... Yeah, okay, that's the perfect color. And thank you, the one and only Stefan, for following. Welcome to the Nameless Follower group thingy. Yes, okay, so that blends in... Yeah, that color blends in very well with the bush. Planet Zoo looks fun. I think there's some issues with Planet Zoo in regards to it, because the problem is, in both cases, Frontier made the game feel... Or in both Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, I think Frontier kind of made the game feel a little hollow. I think with coasters, or with roller coasters, you do get a little bit more of that freedom than you do with, you know, zoo stuff. So I think generally Planet Coaster is considered the better game of the two, but I do have to admit it does feel a little hollow. Alright, we could go with kind of a purple like that. A little hollow at some points. It's a good creative outlet, I will say. It does succeed as a creative outlet, even if it takes a while. A really good voice and mic for this, just saying. Thank you. Oh yeah, I should also mention, I got my braces off recently, so I'm able to talk much more easily now. It's not perfect. I still have a permanent retainer in, which is a little annoying, I will say. Not a huge fan of that, but, you know, not having the braces does help. Alright, one potential issue I'm seeing with this is that I'm going to have to deselect more items if I want to change the color now. You also have that? Yep. Hopefully they'll go away in, a bit. But yeah, I will. I only got them off a couple days ago. So, my voice is a little bit better than it, used to be, you know, for the rest of this series, which is up on YouTube. But I mean, I'm completely re-theming something at this point. So many episodes have been spent trying to just theme this kitty coaster and, or not kitty, family coaster, and struggling at it. You know what? This should go down here. About hide it in here. There we go. Cool. Your teeth feel very slippery. I wouldn't say slippery, it's more... Oh, hold on. I did that wrong. I wouldn't say slippery, I would describe it more as... I mean, the permanent retainer in the back of my mouth does make it a little more difficult to talk, because it is an object back there, but I wouldn't describe my teeth as feeling slippery or anything like that. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and edit this group, duplicate you out, split you, duplicate you, combine these two objects into the same group, and then duplicate them in, and then eventually delete these two objects. So that both of these bushes will be kind of assumed to be of the same species. But I'll be able to mess with the colors of them, which will be fun. Will be super annoying. I think, can I duplicate them if they're in multiple groups? Like, drag, select, and then duplicate? I think that's possible. Because if that's the case, then I can keep it so that I can just easily change the colors of these, and then once all the colors are changed, merge them together. I think that's doable. So far, this one's lacking a lot of the subtlety the other bush had. So I might need to actually adjust some of these pieces a little bit more. Move it here. Maybe up a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So as long as I drag some of these pieces in slightly. Like you. Actually, I think that's good. Yeah, so they do look a little different, but, you know, different isn't bad. We can just grab both these items. Oh, I would have to save him as a blueprint. That's lame. But wait, we can just... You know what? Why not take these, save as a blueprint. I'm gonna copy this twice, and then get 3 different species of these bushes. And that should, you know, that'll give me, what, 7 different types of bushes I can put down? Plus the standard ones? Yeah, that's not bad. 10. Yeah, okay, this will work. Okay, create blueprint. And then if we just go to scenery. And what I can do is I'll be able to duplicate these out twice more. And then once they're duplicated out twice more, I can just change the colors and then merge them together, which I think will be my goal. Okay, so I want what, nature. I put it under yes. Yes, I did. Yeah, there's the other custom tree stuff. Did I put it under nature? Temp bushes. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Temp bushes, go there. Temp bushes, go there. Alright, so now you two merge, you two merge. So those two are done. So what I want to do is I want to... Okay, I'll decide the color of the others of the bulbs first. So edit this. No, don't. Stop being stupid, me. Alright, select everything. Deselect the bush. Change the color. Okay, so we have one as orange. I'm gonna do one as red. Maybe more of a reddish pink, like there. Okay. And if that's the case, then we gotta wait for the autosave to happen. Alright, select all, deselect one of them. Come on, deselect the thing I want you to deselect, thank you. Now we go to this scenery group and just change the color. To what? What's a good color for red to go with? Maybe like a yellow? Try a golden yellow here. Wait, no. That one needs to be that shade of green. I think. Then you need to be that shade of yellow. Okay, yeah, that would fix it. Actually, red and green are the 2 corresponding colors, which we cannot use with each other. You'd also do like a red-orange sort of combo. Or maybe, you know, have some of these be red themselves. Actually, this one maybe should be... You know what? The ones which are red will be yellow. The ones which are yellow will be red. The ones which are that color will be orange. Doesn't work as well as I was hoping. Damn it. I'll change yellow ones to maybe maroon. Or more of a maroon like this. Or... Yeah, no, if we make them more of a white like that, yeah, that'll work, and then you can be more of a maroon. Alright, that's good. That's good looking. Alright, thank you. So we go this, and this. And now we have another species of bush. Alright, so now we can be done with that. Merge these two together. Merge these two together. Part of me is wanting to give these flowers slightly different colors. So, screw it, we're adding another blueprint down. Goodbye to the original two. These are expensive, though. This is going to cost a lot of money. Alright, so go to you. Okay, in this instance, actually, I don't need to zoom in on the group. So I'm going to paint one of them a little darker, like that. And then maybe more, have it like a dark blue here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do that, and then blue. Yeah, which gives them a little bit more variety. And I think that it's going to look a little better. So then merge these two together, merge these two together. Alright, now we got to go with the third species. At which point the glowing maybe bluish purple. Somewhere between the two. Alright, so or you could go with more of a this sort of blue, or somewhere in here. That's a little more purple than blue. There's the point, it kind of changes. Alright, yeah, that's the... maybe we'll go with like a greenish blue, because I know some of these ones have a little bit more of a greenish blue, but we'll go with a different shade of it here. More in that area. And then... okay, we gotta go over here. Select it all. Deselect the forest bush. Give them the same color. Go back to here. Go back to, you know, this group. Actually, hit done. Go to this group. And now, sort it out. So then you... let's actually have one of these be more of a white. Maybe a purplish white or a bluish white. We'll make one of them a darker blue. Maybe both of them a darker blue. Maybe more of that shade. Okay, cool. That'll work. Alright, go to you. You are that. You are... you that. And then you're this. Yes. And then that is another species of bush. So there you go. Now we have multiple species of bush, and if we go to PM, you can kind of see the little bit of a glowing effect these guys have. Although it's not too much, and I might want area light below them. Let's try that. Let's actually try that, an area light below all the bushes, so that we get a little bit more of the color we're expecting to get out of them. So if we're doing that, we want to go custom scenery. We want to go props. Probably want to use an area light. So I'm going to start by using this color of area light. Stick one initially up there, and then just kind of drag it down into the bush, maybe below it. It's a little strong, is what I'm going to say. So the other thought is that we go with something else. Go with something a little weaker than the area light. And I might set that up under this bush here. Or intentionally under this one. Which I know should glow about the same color. But if we do like a street lamp, does that work? No. It barely gives it any light whatsoever, and it can't... can you recolor the light? No, you can't. And yeah, you're not going to be able to there. Like, this one does give a little bit of light, and it's kind of the right color for this. But it's not going to be the right color for all of them. The flower lamp's not only going to be the right color for some of them as well. Those aren't going to do anything. These aren't going to do anything. Are these going to do anything? It's a very, very small glow from them. The box light may do something, but the box light might do something, yeah. If we give it the right color. Yeah, okay, the box light gives it the glow we need. Alright, so we'll hide some box lights in the ground then. Even if they are a lot more expensive than area lights. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to hide like 3 of these then. Probably one about here-ish. Then just use somewhat. So that it does kind of look like the bush itself is lit up. Come on. Come on, let me select that piece. Thank you. Yeah, look at that glow. Look at that glow. That's a good glow. Merge them all into one. It's just, you know, this is going to be really annoying. So if we slant the box lights a bit, do we get a little bit more coverage? I think we will. Because we can kind of slant it this way. And then do that. Or, no, slant it more here. Don't want it that high though. We want, no. Do want this fully in the ground. Yeah, no, I'm just going to angle it up. That seemed to be working well enough. Okay, put one there. Put one here. Put one more over here. And then put our last one more over here. Separate an additional one out. Actually, you know what? Why am I doing that? I shouldn't do that. Done with the group. Edit the group, actually. Split. Combine with that group. So now we do get a little bit more... Yeah, it is lit up a little better. So now we just gotta take this set of lights and... Okay, so take the set of lights and duplicate it to each one. Come on. Planet Coaster, please let me do this. No, stop. Oh, it's saving. Hands off the keyboard until the autosave is done. And then we can grab the last light, duplicate them. And drag you over this way. Drag you over this way. Let's get it roughly aligned with you. Move them into here. And then do the same over here too. And then we just gotta change them to their respective colors. So separate you out. You should be... Mess with that later. Split selection 2. I'll mess with them later too. We need to, first of all, get these moved. Easy. So then we gotta get a second one in this group over here, and we're actually gonna have to box light all these guys too. That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna cost a lot. But it'll be worth it. What I could also do is I could also really only use these in the main areas they kind of need to be used in. Although it might be good to use them in all the areas so that just everything, well, not all the areas, but like away from the pathway and such, so that like even from top down this looks about correct. And why is that glowing? I forgot a bush. Hello there, bush. I'm gonna remove you. Alright, so split that selection out. Split this selection out. And now, let's see. So, in terms of color, your little orb things use this color. Okay, copy that. Go here. Paste it here. Go to you guys. Yeah, you're that color. And then there you go. Now they have the tint they're supposed to have from the glowing. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. Like, there's a little bit here which isn't really lit up. But it does, you know, it does kind of look like it is actually being lit up properly from these. And we can definitely create a little bit more. Like, this looks like it's being lit up properly. Because it is. Can I just move this? So I get a better idea of what the others look like, that would be good. Hello there, old bush. You're gone. Alright, so then these all have to be lit up properly. So let's real quickly go in, take a good look at one of the orbs. Hello there, color to copy. Hit done. Go to these guys. And now we just paste. And paste again. Okay, cool. Yeah, that worked. So now, I'm actually going to have to, like, legitimately place these below the ground on these guys. Or, what I could also do is I could just multi-select all of them here and then lift them up a bit. So that I can actually see underneath them a little bit more. Okay, the other thing we should do is you should merge, you should merge, you should merge, and you should merge. So now all these are solid objects I can just duplicate. How much do they cost? 86 per. Oof. That's a little bit expensive. I think some of the trees I had did cost more. But still, that is a little iffy. Alright, so we're going to need to do the same thing over here. I would presume, again, with box lights or alternatively with area lights, but I think area lights are just, again, going to be a little too much. Well, they might not be too terrible in this case. I think still box lights are going to be better. And just double check, there isn't like another... Yeah, I don't think there's another thing I can use. Alright, so let's go to you. Duplicate you. Just put it there. Be done with that. No, wait, no. Separate you out. And then just drag you over here. Right. And... actually, you know what? Those bushes are just too big. We can delete it like that and get the full amount back. No, full $5. Alright, so are there any things else I can edit? Okay, that one produces orange. I cannot edit it. In terms of lights, these ones don't really provide too much in the way. Assume that's true with all the fiberglass. Yeah, the fiberglass doesn't really provide anything. Your color isn't changeable. And the floodlights do have changeable colors, but like you want to mess with them. Knight Rider, nope. Oh? This has editable colors, which you can just kind of put in the middle of something as a glow source. I don't think it's too great, but it does seem to be an option. Does it have edible colors? Gotta have an edible light, right? This one? Yeah. Yeah. So as much as it has an edible light, it's not great. They had none of the spooky stuff. Street lamp. Oh, hold on. Street lamps lights colorable. Let's try this. How much are these? How much do these cost? $5. All right. So the same as the other lights then. But you know, we might be able to do this more with the street lamp. Stick it back here, and then just kind of jam it a bit more underneath. Does that work? No, it does not. Wow, look at how pathetic that is. I mean, kind of works there. Guess it works when it's shining down on something, doesn't work when it's shining up at anything. Planet Coaster's lighting engine in effect. So the uplight does also exist, but I assume that's like roughly the same as a box light. The square lamp does exist too. Let's try the square lamp. Although, I will need to go in here and see specifically which color this is. Hello. Hello there, 31 CCED. You are going to become the color of the square lamp now. 2. So if we hide a square lamp in here somewhere, will this help? It's very visible, and it's really not producing that much light. So the answer to that is no. So I do think that the area light is probably going to be best. Okay, so actually think about it now. I think Planet Coaster has area lights and more of a floodlight sort of thing. So something like the event light, that's more of the floodlight style. Something like the box light is a little odd. That looks more like a focused area light as well as the arm light. Not entirely sure on the uplight. I think the uplight's very similar to that. And then you get stuff like the proper area light, which you know is like that. I mean, you also get fluorescent lamp. This was for one of the or one of the not theme makers. One of the things I've downloaded. I know I intentionally grabbed these, but you know that's not gonna work. The glow bulbs are only glowing. So, yep, we will be using area lights then. Hello. Go to this color, and then hide below everything, or hide in everything. You know, here. It's a little too bright. So, I'm gonna try... Let's do like this. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a faint glow. Alright, duplicate you. Hide you in the middle of here. That should work well enough. Alright, duplicate you. Hide you over in the middle of this one. Oh god, it's autosave time again. Give it a moment. So then I will take these ones and color them to their respective colors, but also do the same thing where I will shift them a bit, and that should give us the bushes, and then we will have to work on some trees as well. Place it there. Place it maybe more here-ish. Okay then, so... Annoying part is that that is very visible from the outside at some angles. Although I guess if you're like a guest walking along, it's not that visible. As long as we recolor it properly, we'll be fine. So, what color are you? Hold on, let me grab it. Thank you. That's our color. So, first of all, we start with this color. And then downgrade it massively to like this. Put one in here too. Maybe a little brighter like that. I'll switch this one up too to this color. Now we go to the one in the purple tree, or purple bush, I should say. And yeah, we're just gonna make this area look a whole hell of a lot nicer now. Recolor you to this. And give it a nice purple glow to it. Maybe that's maybe a little too dark. Maybe more of that? Yeah, that looks about right. Where is the lamp? There we go. Found you. Right. So I think we got the colors looking right. So let's split these up a little more just to make sure that that the color mixing isn't too bad. Yeah, I think that looks about right. I think we got it. Okay, so that is all the bushes done with. And now we just have a lot of trees. And we gotta figure out something for them. Wow, this is actually exhausting. I'm remembering how bad all this was to do and why I originally did all this off stream, but it's like I don't have a lot of time to stream right now. So yeah, gotta do something. Part of me wants to resume a little bit and just have... I know I've lost some money because I accidentally kicked people off a ride when I deleted and Control-Z'd it back into existence. So yeah, I know I'm slightly down in that regard. And part of me is like, I want to resume to get all that back. I don't know if I will. Oh yeah, miniature conifers exist. I'm not going to use them for this all. I mean, you know, that all should very well work when everything's actually in position. So petunia flowers are fairly cheap. They're a thought. What I did on the ash trees previously was I think I hung lupine. No, I hung tulips off of them. So let's do the same. In this case, I am going to go with more of the purpley look. Maybe with like a purplish, pinkish, whitish thing at the top there. Start with maybe a little bit more of that color. And then the green should probably be a little bit more... Needs to blend a little better with the tree itself. That's actually fairly difficult to distinguish from the rest of the tree in terms of the leaf color. So yeah, we'll do this. Alright, so what we do is we place one there, we take it, rotate it upside down, Realize that lighting hates us. And then place it on the tree. Okay, so it seems like these flowers were just not designed to be rotated upside down. You look at that massive, massive color change just from doing that. So yeah, we're gonna need to make these much, much, much brighter. To even get close to the same effect. Okay, so yeah, we could do something like that, and then just hang multiple of them off the tree. But, you know, it doesn't look that great, I'll be honest. And I think I did this on another scenery piece. Let me find that other tree. It's one of the custom trees, I do believe. Though, I don't know, maybe I just don't quite have it. I'm gonna real quickly save the current park, but I'm gonna save it as a different subset of NamelessWood, because I think I constructed the other trees on stream. And, thinking about it now, I was claiming I didn't. Now I think I did. And now I kind of want to preserve them in some sort of way. Because it was effort, and if I do want to do something with them again, you know, I need a way to use them. So I'm gonna save this as a separate save. So this is originally NamelessWood. I do need to save it over NamelessWood. Alright, NamelessWood, I'll call it P2. This will be the main NamelessWood. Well, yeah, it'll be the main NamelessWood save. I'll resave the other one as something else, and then I'll swap back to that name when I can. But that'll be off stream. Part of me is like, I really don't want to do it for all the trees. I really do not want to do it for all the trees. So the glow orb. They're two. Not the glow orb, but the special thing. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? So we go to props, we go to lights. So we were using minis. So smalls are too big. Let's go to extra smalls, which are a little bit bigger. And we'll start using these guys. And then we can, of course, do this again. I'm going to delete that guy. So then we can use these orbs in some trees. I might not do it in the oak trees, but I might do it more in like the sycamores, I'm thinking. So I'll move the sycamores over here. So this will be our special class of sycamore trees. I'm not gonna... Maybe I won't do anything special for the poplars, thinking about it. But the sycamores I'll do this for. And maybe the oaks. I think actually I will do this for the oaks too. You know what? Take you. Duplicate you. So... we're gonna have a different, or slightly different color here. Which will be more like a teal with sycamores. Keep that one there. Okay, now I'll just start duplicating them into the tree at various points. It is also going to be annoying to make it glow too, because we're going to need to do that. You for the moment move out of the way. You for the moment move over here, because I'm going to have to do this for all of the sycamore trees. You know what, let's do something a little more interesting. Let's start placing some of these bushes down in various spots. So it's probably a good idea to have a bush like about here. Um, let's go with one of these guys too behind it. Grab a purple one. Put more over here. Well as maybe this blue one on the other side. And if we start looking at these at night, yeah, we do get more of the glowing effects. Although, maybe I don't put them here. Maybe I put them more in the entrance and directly next to the ride itself. And then kind of leave this area a little more normal looking. Which is what I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do that. So you don't really get the glowing effect until you're actually at the ride. And then we can jam one of these guys in about here, too. And we got the little sleeping drats all over the place. Are these drats? Yeah, that's what they're called. I will have to change probably the colors on this specifically, and definitely the colors on the coaster too. All right, now let's get more of these in the trees. Man. Yep. You know, hopefully once we can actually get on from this ride, I can actually start working on another, even more interesting ride. This is all for a family coaster. All this work, and technically this is the third attempt at theming this thing I've had. Okay, so I am going to use teal, I'm going to use a purple. Maybe we'll use a blue on the sycamores as well. Or the special version of the sycamores. In the whole forest area. Oh, come on. Stupid game camera. Camera in this game does not like staying still at all. Alright. Get more in. I did get a ping on Discord. I was just briefly checking. Okay. I don't know why I just got a notification for turning off notifications. It's stupid. That was what that noise was. I'll just briefly check it. I was also just briefly checking Discord for the one ping I got, and it was... I was like, okay, did I place my stream in a wrong location? Just to make sure. No, it was just another dude streaming this very game. Guess I picked a bad day for Planet Coaster. Should have done, like, From the Depths through Rule the Waves 2. Oh, well, there you go. That's our smaller sycamore tree done. Maybe I won't do it to the big one. I'll do it to this one, too. So only 2 of the sycamore trees will actually receive this treatment we're giving them. And then all the trees are just going to be too expensive for us to place down a reasonable number of them, which is going to be a major, major problem. Oh, I do really want to get some of the bigger trees in place. Actually, it's probably smarter to do it on the more mid-sized trees and then place multiple of them down. There's also the thought where we just try to rush the ride opening and only get enough trees down to do it, rather than, all the trees down. Then, well, no, we could get some normal trees around the ride too, and then eventually replace the normal trees with more of the glowing kind. Over time. Like how I'm eventually going to give this park fences. Okay, I'm not going to place one that low. I need to get it more here-ish. Okay, let's keep going. Get this nice little sycamore tree done. I mean, this larger sycamore tree done. And we also do need to do this to some oak trees, too. I'm going to change the color, though, before I do it to the oaks. The oak trees will have a different set of colors to the sycamores, intentionally. So I have a little bit more variety. Man, no, the enchanted forest will indeed exist. It's just... it's not going to be red anymore. It's going to be green, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so for the oaks, color-wise, I might do... maybe a blue, a yellow, and maybe not a red. I don't want to do a lot of red. Well, I could do a red. Yeah, blue, yellow, and a red for the oaks doesn't sound bad. And then we do the purple and I don't know what else for these. Maybe we just do 2 variations on these. Well, I probably should get... like, I know these are the base sycamores, but I probably should also cover them in flowers, just to have a different type of the magical enchanted species. Sycamore. Well, I do know that there's some trees which do flower like magnolias. It might be fun to create like a fake magnolia by placing a bunch of flowers on an oak tree or something. You know, once we get all these glowing stuff in these guys. And there we go. We got the autosave, hands off for the moment. Get a nice stretch in. And then move you up into here. And actually, no, that piece is kind of bad. I want one more about here, probably. Yeah, that'll work. Then we are going to need to also hide probably area lights in these trees. And I do think that the coaster is going to need a nice lighting package too. Or night lighting package, because, you know, coasters and night lighting packages look good. So having all the scenery around will really help with that as well. Just really help sell this coaster. Okay, there we go. Second sycamore should be done. Merge into one group. Merge into one group. Alright. So those are the 2 smaller sycamores. I do not think I want to do this to the biggest sycamore, although part of me is like, maybe I'll have to. Will I have to? I think I'll have to. Fuck. Alright, hello there, gigantic sycamore. Prepare to become really absurdly expensive. And I'm probably not going to place any flowers. Well, yeah, I probably won't place any flowers in these at this point. Yeah. Ah, man, this is rough. Just flower up all the tree, or not flower, orb up all the trees. But yeah, I probably will need some of these larger sycamores in a couple of places. And then we're gonna have to do it to the oaks as well. Ah, man. Tree orbing. Worst part of Planet Coaster. Man, I cannot wait to get past this. And to the point, I mean, we're going to start duplicating the trees, which is still going to not be fun. But the moment we get this ride open, I think we'll finally be able to move on to something a little bit more fun, a little bit more inventive. I love the coaster building in Planet Coaster. But there's just so much more to do with this park. And I want it to look really nice. So, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of one side of the tree done. Maybe if I work on it in, like, you know, one side at a time, we'll get something good looking in the end. Like this. Despite how expensive these trees are going to wind up being. Which is really expensive. Because each tree is glowing. And eventually I'll have to run spotlights everywhere too. Or not spotlights, street lights everywhere in the park. Because I don't currently have those set up and I need to get them set up. My question is, do I actually have security cameras in the park? I forget if I do or not. I'm not even fully sure I've gotten to research them yet. Are we researching anything right now? No, we're not. In terms of coasters, coal transporter, dangling the lights, and back to the 80s. Did I research the invert, by the way? I want to just double check. Get an inverted 2-seater. So you don't have the 4-seater invert. So we still have to research that. Okay, cool. And then I have all the DLC stuff as well. We could go for a B&M sit-down somewhere in the park next, though, if we really wanted to. Because I got some good ideas for that. But I might want to go invert before... No, I could go either way on that, actually. Go sit down before invert. But I know exactly where I want to put the invert is the thing. The sit-down would probably be somewhere else. Alright, here we go. Wow, that piece is just not quite where it should be. Now it's in a much better spot. Cool. And let's start getting more of these pieces in everywhere. Okay. Oh, come on. Planet Coaster, give me some better camera controls, please. Thank you. Yeah, some of the camera stuff in this game is just so wonky, too. Which does make it very difficult to place everything down. Seriously, I rose you all the way up and you're just like, no, back to the ground. Seriously? Seriously? Did it twice. Thank you. Okay. But it is time to get these trees done. Alright, yeah, we got one more face. Oh, that orb did not wind up in a good position here. Let's hide it a little better. But then, you know, once we have this big tree done, you know, we'll be able to duplicate a couple of them to various areas of the park and just or various areas of the, forest, specifically built around the coaster itself. Well, actually, you know what? I might expand the Enchanted Forest kind of to the area I was thinking about originally. And I'm thinking about moving one of the rides down here too, like in this area. So when this opens up, one of the flat rides is going to move down there, and I don't know specifically which one. Because we got a lot of them crammed together, and I would like to get a little bit more space back, if possible. We do have like a little kiddie carousel. If we look at... Let's check. If we look at more gentle rides, Free Flyer, Grand Carousel, Sky Temple, and Venetian Carousel are that. So the Venetian Carousel is here. Oh wait, no, that's the Grand Carousel. I don't think we actually... No, wait, do we have a Free Flyer? Yes, we do. So I'd relocate the Free Flyer down there, probably. And then that would free up this area for something else. This area could probably become a building. And yeah. There's definitely a thought about relocating a couple of these rides. Or, maybe we leave these three where they are. Reroute the entrance to this one over here. And then build some sort of building over here. Maybe more mimicking this building. And then we can eventually improve this building to match more of the quality of the rest of the park. Especially Johnny Joe's. Yeah, Johnny Joe's is getting good attendance. Is it making money? Are you making money? Yeah, you're making money. Johnny Joe's is doing well. Good job, Johnny Joe's. This was a very smart investment, I'm now realizing, getting the log flume in. How well is Praying Mantis doing in terms of finances? Not much. How's your maintenance? I'm going to request an inspection on both you and Mongoose. Mongoose is my main money maker, so I need to keep this thing running. Yeah, look at that lifetime profit on Mongoose. It's putting everything else to shame. Are you open? Yeah, you're open, but you haven't made too much of a profit because you're kind of out of the way now. Well, you've actually made a good profit, parachuters. I mean, it's still probably going to move you to near that, but yeah. What are people's thoughts on the carousel? Queue was quite quick and it's really good value. Nobody's riding the damn carousel for whatever reason. I don't know why. I guess I've marked in my park more to thrill seekers, but I like having that kind of entrance where you have the lake and then the carousel. It's kind of like a really, really budget version of Six Flags Great America. Or, California's Great America, too, would have a very similar entrance plaza. But it is cool walking in, looking at this view, seeing the carousel, seeing the, thrill Ferris wheel here, and then seeing Praying Mantis's lift hill rise up as you get also some rides in the backdrop here, we built up the buildings along the sides of this more. This would actually be a pretty grand sight to see. And I will be building up the buildings on the sides of it more once we get more coasters in. But yeah, no. After this coaster, I actually do think I'm going to go for the B&M sit down, and I'll probably build it somewhere more in the back section of the park. Maybe like over here or something. Over here could be cool. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a good area to build it. Just kind of right next to Johnny Joe's lumber mill. This is going to be a cool view, though, looking at over at this coaster in the Enchanted Forest and then just dropping. I think you just can see it when you come over the top. But, I mean, the sightlines on log flume were not quite as good as I was anticipating, especially here. Winds up being, like, here. It's like, oh, I can kind of see stuff. Probably the best sightline in the log flume is here, where you get to see Praying Mantis's drop and loop. It's weird. This is supposed to be a city park. It is not. I have not themed this at all like a city park. Anyway, yep. Tree-related stuff. Okay, so sycamore... This sycamore needs to be... Not you. All of you merged. Alright. So now we go to scenery. We go to lighting. You know what? Let's see. How big... Well, one thing I want to do, quickly. I'm going to select terrain. I'm going to see how big of a ride parachuters actually is. So we're at size 10 meters. Let's say we go size 11 meters. I think that'll be good. 100% size 11 meters or 10 meters. I'll go 10 meters on this one. And then I'll just paint it rock, and then we will put it like right about here. So that gives me a rough size of where the ride's going to be moved to. So as long as I avoid this area, I should be fine in the ride relocation. It is actually quite popular ride right now, so it's going to be a little annoying to, you know, move it down there. But I think it'll be for the better having that next to a main attraction like a coaster. Maybe I'll have like some advertisements here, like check out our new enchanted forest, and then try to see if I can drag people more this way to this coaster. I mean, they can see that coaster when they come in as well. I mean, coasters you really can't see when you come in. I mean, I guess you can see mongooses turn around a little bit from here. Although I probably do want to put some more trees in this area in the future. Although, you know, as much as I do want to put some trees here, this is prime real estate for a roller coaster. Especially if Dodgems gets moved. That's a strong consideration now. Yeah, move this somewhere else. Oh, not Dodgems, the whip. You don't have all that much excitement. Oh, your fear... Actually, your fear is not all that high. Is this one where little kids are riding? Yep. So it's not quite a gentle ride, but still, it might wind up more serving that purpose, and, you know, might wind up being better off down here too. I might do that. I might move this here, and then we can free up all this area here for, I'm thinking, B&M. I'm thinking we go with the full B&M package. B&M, which one? More B&M sit down. No, 6, 7 inversions or something in this area. And we can go with an invert over here in the future. And eventually, I do want to build stuff kind of along here. I mean, I do kind of like mongooses in the wood setting. It is kind of cool. But, you know, Bulliger and Mabyard. So maybe we'll have like a bit of a tree line here. And then relocate all these trees to other locations as we build a coaster. I think that will be the idea. Alright, so let's just check these at night. PM. I think getting some area lights in them would be good. Alright. Scenery, lighting, colorable area light, or area light. Do that, go down here, take our setting to PM, and then just start jamming a couple of these in the trees. So we probably want one at about this level for that tree. Probably another one more down here, too. It does give that tree a little bit more glow. Can we actually hide it in the tree trunk here? Mostly. And hide another one kind of more towards the top. It's a little... Actually difficult to see how well it's hidden. Maybe more there. That'll work well enough. And then hide 2 in here. Or maybe not 2. Maybe I need like more. Be hidden well enough, I think. So we can then hide 1 more in this area. Down lower, maybe? There's a good spot where it's not visible. Like there. Maybe another one here. And then we gotta get some up higher. So more in this location. And yeah, this is gonna be a little more annoying to recolor when we have to. Right. Alright, so I can just advance, move, and duplicate. Cool. Right, so do that. Do it again. Alright. Do it here. Do it. Oh, come on. Do it here again. Move it over here this time. Alright, and then we gotta do the big one. Assuming we have any funds to do this. So, advance, move, and duplicate. And then yeah, we got just enough funds to do it. Alright. So there we go. We have multiple of these in various locations now. So there are various ways I can mess with the colors. So let's first of all change the globe orbs here on this one. Select it all. Cancel U. So U will be the purple. I will select a shade of purple. Maybe more here. Yeah, that shade of purple. Alright. So now that we have that shade of purple selected, let's add it to one of our medium-sized trees. Like you. And then add it to one of our larger-sized trees, like you. Alright, there we go. Now, we have to go out of the editor, multi-select U, undo that, merge those together. This is weird. I don't know what's going on here, because I merged them together, but oh, because it was multi-selected. Okay, yeah, so merge them together, I think, is the smart idea. So we merge them together, get a new scenery group, and then that's the group we want to select. So you initially start out as this color, but eventually drop more to maybe here. Okay. Select all of this. Do that, merge them together, and then go down, manually select them. And yeah, that's a nice little purple glow to them. And then we gotta go here, do the same. This tree's a little bit more full with stuff. They're all kind of on one side. So there's kind of one side which just isn't as lit up. For whatever reason. Oh, well. Guess we'll just have to live with that. Yeah, it's even there. That side's not even quite as lit up on the main tree, but it's not too bad. So I'm not super concerned. It's just more this side's overly lit. Alright, so we did deselect that, so we can go in and change that color. And now we get that purple, or that hint of purple on it. Yeah, doing this for the oaks is also going to be really annoying. But it'll work. It'll work. Alright, so now we get the third set. So, edit you. So I want to go with the purple, I want to go with the, or turquoise. Do I want to go with more of a blue? I probably don't want to go with a green. No, wait, no. Why am I doing multi-select? No. Go in there. Select all of it. Deselect the tree. And now what color do we want? Go with the yellow. We go with more of the deeper blue. I might go with more of the deeper blue. Like this shade. Okay. Okay, so now we just got to do that to this tree. And then this tree. Which, yeah, that's everything selected. Now, that shade of blue. And now we hit done. Multi-select everything in you. Get rid of you, add those together. Go in. Take you, start with that, and then move it down a lot. So that we don't get quite as much light out of it. Yeah, okay, that's kind of the glow I'm looking for. On that one. Alright, do the same here. Do the same here. Go back in. Change color. Yep, got that little glow to it. Good. Oh, hold on. Someone's orb didn't recolor, or someone's bottom orb there didn't recolor. We still just have these floating orbs from all the testing. Okay, I've just realized how unhidden this area light here is. So let's hide it better. Actually, you know what? I need to hide it in you as well. Which one is it? Is it over here? Yeah, it's this guy. This area light's surprisingly kind of difficult to hide. So maybe we'll hide it more in here, in that branch. And then we are going to have to hide it here too. As it stands, it's just kind of floating. Alright, so yeah. That tree does look good. Okay, this tree will look good too. So we multi-select, deselect that, merge those all into one group. Go down, find that group. and then change it to this color. And then we get our nice, you know, warm blue glow. And there we go. We have that set of trees done. So let's just move all these trees out somewhere common. Let's just, first of all, merge their scenery together. Now this one you have to be a little more careful with. Come on. That's more nice. Yeah. You're gonna be way more annoying. Oh yeah, your scenery's already merged. Your scenery's already merged. You need your scenery merged. You need your scenery merged. You need your scenery merged. And other than that, is it just you two now, or did I get you two? You are gotten, you are gotten. Alright, so let's make sure that all these are just kind of in the same location now. So that I have some actual choices here. And then I'll just organize them like this. By color and by size. So that I can just easily grab them in the future. Alright. These guys, I mean, this set here is already organized a bit by color and size. I'm just going to drag them a bit closer together. The other set isn't. I think the other set's organized by size, but not by color as much. Yeah. Alright, so do that. Yeah, we'll just get these organized a bit better. You should be together. I don't think I used this one, so that's fine. Did I? Yeah, no, I didn't use it. Yeah, because that's this one over here. You go there, and then you go here. And there we go. That's all of these bushes together. That's all these trees together. Which is going to make things easier on me for placing them down. And then next up we'd have to do the oak trees. So oak, and our biggest oak. Which these are probably going to be covered in flowers. However, I might not, I think the biggest oak is just too big, so I'm only going to do these two. Thinking about it now. Actually, I'm going to just delete this big oak then. Then we'll figure out something to do with the ash trees too. I'll just delete the two poplars. I'm not going to do anything special with them. So then these are the remaining trees we got to do stuff to. I'm going to have to toggle pause and make more money back. Probably from these guys re-entering their ride. Let's change the lighting back to normal. And we can go on a ride of this. Screw it. Okay, is this thing block sectioned at the top of the lift hill? Is this actually block sectioned? It's gotta be. Yeah, I think it is. So I think this does count as a block section here. Yep, it is. I'll have to get that sorted out so that this doesn't happen. Looking down at Mongoose. Is Mongoose running? Oh, there's the autosave. Knowing when it happens on a ride. So I'm forgetting if this coaster is 4 meter smooth or 5 meter smooth. I think it's 5 meter. This one might be 4 meter though, I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, okay, that was that done. We go over the transfer track. So in terms of money, we have actually gained a bit more money, which is probably from people re-queuing, or people from this ride. They didn't re-queue? No, but they're buying stuff. People are buying tickets and such for other rides, which is good. So Mongoose, are you running? You're open. Oh, yeah, you just must have broken down somewhat recently. Your queue's not very... It's a little bit full. Where's your second train? You got the one in the station. I didn't see the second train at all while we were on the coaster. Mongoose does run 2 trains. It's not on the lift. It's in the I've gotten the one moment... No, I'm not in the tunnel. On the turnaround, isn't on... It's not on the brakes. Yeah, it's running 2 trains. Where is Mongoose's second train? Oh, there it is. Found it. It's on the turnaround. This is a nice turnaround. It does actually look really good when you see it from the front of the park. So I probably actually want to try to keep some sightlines through that. Although, you know, if I am going to start building a giant B&M in this area, those sightlines might not matter too much as you'll be able to see it anyway. But I do want to keep that area at least a little bit wooded. And then also keep in mind that we are going to need a new entrance area here. You know, it might be fun to do the B&M sit down before getting an invert over here somewhere at the other edge of the Enchanted Forest. There's actually a thought of me of running the invert. I was originally going to run it kind of like have an element go through here, well, where it passed by the lake, but I'm not going to do that now. Although, I could also do it where there's an element which passes under here and goes up here more. But, you know, that might not be as good of an idea. I could also do one kind of like, you know, over here. You know, past the brake run. That might be fun. And I could get away with that because the transfer track's only over here. So as long as, you know, the invert's confined to this area and passes here, it'll be cool. It'll be really nice to also run the invert briefly over the lake. You know, maybe just before the end so you get really close down to it. Passing over by it. That will be cool. Oh yeah, coming in over here, going over. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Alright, it's time to figure out how to do the oak trees, which is going to be a little more painful than I was hoping it to be. So yes. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna end my live stream. I'm not gonna end my live stream now or anything. But I'm not gonna say I'm ending it. But I'm getting close, kind of moderately close to the point I'll want to. I'm at the 2-hour mark, and I probably don't want to go too far past it, given how, you know, this is today. We could do dahlia flowers on it. Or this might be like a line to surface sort of thing. I think that the dahlia flowers, or maybe like these guys. No, dahlia is a little bigger. Yeah, let's go dahlia flowers on this. Alright, so we need to match the color of the leaves to the color of the tree leaves here. Let's do that real quickly. So in this regard, we need something which is less bright to start out with. And more yellow. And even more this way. That's starting to get a little more close. It's not perfect. It needs to be a little more, like a little more this way, and maybe a little more this way. About there. Is that good? Almost there. Almost there. Maybe there. No. Maybe more there. I mean, there's kind of like multiple different colors on the oak, which is making this moderately difficult to figure out. I think that's close enough. I think that's close enough. So we're going to put this on the smaller and more mid-sized oak. The biggest one we're not using for this, even though we did do all the sycamores. And we are going to have some sort of glowing thing. And probably, you know, if we're going with the glowing thing, we're probably going with the orbs. It's just somewhere on here. So we're going to start with the flowers. And I need a good flower color. And honestly, you know what? I'm only going to do maybe one species here. So maybe for the flowers, we'll go with more of a teal. That's kind of been a favorite pick of mine so far. I don't know. It doesn't stand out quite as much. I think I might want to go a little more whitish on them. That'll work. Now, is the color of these matching well enough? I think I need to adjust you maybe more this way. Yeah, okay, that's a better color. Which I think will just match the tree a little more. So then we'll have... So this tree will look a little weirder than normal, intentionally. And then we can definitely try to get all the glowing stuff in it so that it does look, you know, like it's glowing. Because it would be nice to have it glow a little bit, too. That's kind of what the Enchanted Forest is about, you know. Stuff which glows. And these kind of odd-looking oak trees are going to be cool in it. And I think that will just really, really finally help the appeal and allow me to get this dang coaster open. So I can actually start making considerations as to what to do with the rest of the park again. And hopefully get closer to her eventual release. But now that the junior coaster is actually coming along. Hey Zampa! How's it going? I did decide to stream now. Streaming the, you know, Planet Coaster NamelessWood again. It's been a while, and I finally got some inspiration to do it. Admittedly, the longer the stream's gone on, the more that inspiration has dwindled, but it's still, you know, it was still very much a, okay, you know, I have a direction I can put in the work to do this, and it's completely retheming this, or I wouldn't say completely retheming this area, but getting rid of all the red trees and just doing green trees. But sort of in a similar style to how I did the red trees. So, you know, at least it's in there in spirit. And Tank Mechanic Simulator. That's an interesting game. I need to play that again. Has it been updated a lot? Have they, like, added any tanks since the release? Or no? Well, it was at least intriguing. I kind of wish that the searching for the tanks was a little bit more in depth, or maybe not in depth, but a little more rare or difficult, because it doesn't feel difficult at all, honestly. But I kind of think that finding tanks in, you know, good condition should, or not in good condition, but in any condition should be difficult. Oh, they've added new ones? Okay, cool. Yeah, I might have to actually check that out again then. That was something I more played offline. But yeah, no, it was interesting. Interesting little game. Okay, let's get this flower aligned properly. Oh yeah, now this tree's starting to look a little like I want it to look. I might have to do 2 colors of this too. Certainly consider that. Okay, hands off the keyboard. Wait until the autosave is done. And then hopefully once we get all these trees done, we can actually start, planting a bunch around the coaster and such. Once we have actual money again. Because each of these trees costs like over $100 bucks. Because of all the extra stuff I'm adding to them, so suddenly it adds up very quickly. Your US campaign, you decide to pull your 4 crews in for refit, giving them oil firing boys. I wouldn't say to do machinery refits ever on ships. It's maybe not ever. There's a few situations where you need something like emergency or emergent very quickly, and you have the funds. But machinery refits are just so expensive and add so much more time that's usually not worth it. Usually it's the case where either the ship's obsolete or it's not. I mean, there are a couple instances where I have, because it's like, okay, you know what, I kind of want to keep this ship around. But it's usually not that good of an idea. Although you are the US, so you have money to spend. And if it's like if you're in a naval treaty, then of course do it. Alright. So, I mean, they are super cruisers, so you might actually be able to get, a bit more useful life out of them than something like a battleship of similar era. So I still have, like, in my Italy campaign, which I need to continue doing, I still have the Carlo Albertos from the older era. Or like the 19... What? Those were built in the 19 teens. And they're still pretty good. Right. I need to align something more back here. Like there-ish, but in a different rotation. So we'll just do that. I will say though, my fingers are starting to hurt a little bit. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign when your fingers start to hurt. I will say. So I don't know how much, based on that alone, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to continue streaming. Well, let's try to get at least another tree done here first. Choose to do that for them since you decided to use them bringing the negotiating table by sending them as raiders. Okay. Interesting. Interesting idea. I don't know if using them as raiders is the best. Well, I mean, it could work as long as they aren't hunted down by battlecruisers, and if they're going faster than battlecruisers, then I suppose that is actually not that bad of an idea. But it's usually just cheaper. Well, not cheaper, but it's not that much more expensive to just build new ships. So you just wind up with very few situations where machinery refits are actually worth it, versus, getting to keep the old ship and building a new class of ship. I will add one there and then just manually drag this one to where I want it. Okay, we still got a couple more places we need to cover on this tree. You know what? This kind of looks like one of those trees from Spore. That's what this looks like. That is exactly what this looks like. Oh, the added speed should also make them competitive. Yeah, it's more of a situation of using what I have now while I wait for new battle cruisers come off the slip lane, but they are not fast enough to match. Okay. let's I'm gonna actually redo that. Alright, so there we go. We got an actual tree here, I think. It's not completely done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select everything. Oh, come on. Select all that, and then deselect the tree itself. Come on, deselect the tree itself. Thank you. So now all the flowers are in a group. So now we need these, but we need them in probably the same color as the flowers, and we do need to just start placing them everywhere. Here. And this is going to be a little expensive too, but this should give the tree a little bit more of a glow at night. In time, creating a threat right off their coast should draw some of their navy away from the east coast. Maybe. I don't know if I'd specifically do that. I'd probably prefer to keep heavy cruisers for fleet actions and just try to beat them off the east coast personally if it was me. I mean, you're America, unless this is... Yeah, this wouldn't be really early on. I'd just try to kill them off the east coast then. Alright, so adding these, this little bit of glowing light to it should really help in theory. Right. Oh, it's only 19... How are you getting them up to 32 knots in 1913? That's a little weird. That's a lot of... That's very expensive. That explains it. I don't know if I'd do that, though, in 1913. Like, 27 knots in 1913 is still very good. Like, I mean, that is, like, maybe average battlecruiser speed at that point in time. Creative management, maybe. Alright, so... just jamming a bunch of these all in various spots in the tree. So it does kind of look like it has these glowing fruit sort of things, which the other ones also do have. So I'll duplicate this again, recolor the flowers, recolor the lights for a second version of the tree, and then I'll do a second version for this. So, or, you know what? Maybe I won't put them on the larger one. Maybe I'll just accept like 2 or 3 versions of this tree and call it at that. Although, I probably do want something for this size too. So yeah, I'll probably do it on the second one too, and then you know what, I'll have 3 variations of them too. I will go down the full, you know, all the variants route on both of these. But you know, I am gonna completely get one tree here and then do the second one also with the flowers. And then, yeah, flowers, lights, or flowers, bulbs, and then lights. That will be the order I do the other tree in too. And then we'll have 2 of these. And then once we have 2 of them, I think at that point, we'll have 2 of these, and then we'll be able to do, you know, 2, 3 different colors of them. And then at that point, we can really get the forest going. And I'll probably have a purple and a blue of these 2. And I know that I've been using a lot of purples and blues. I haven't really been... Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll use like a pink and a blue for these. Because you don't... I think that the pink could blend, or is close enough to blend in. We're going to have a little bit of yellows kind of on the floor, but not really anywhere else. Honestly, I might get rid of the yellows and the oranges, just because I don't think they'll blend in quite as well. And then try to use different colors, which would leave me with 2 colors of bush each. Alright. Start sticking these in everywhere. Or not start, just keep sticking them in everywhere. Are we almost to a point where this is good? I think we're getting close. Maybe one more. One more somewhere in the top area. Yeah. Okay. Maybe one more of these two. Hands off. Give it a moment to update. Because it is, oh, come on. Seriously? I hate it when it does that. Honestly, that one is pretty close. So we could just jam one in about here, and I think that would be good. Yep, okay. So then I will do that. Deselect both you, deselect the tree, and now we just got the orbs, combine them all together. And now it's time for the lights. Align to surface is off now. So, wait, what? What color? Seriously? Yeah, okay, that's the color. Okay, that is the color we're looking for. Okay, cool. So then we just go down here, make it very dim. Maybe not quite that dim, but maybe a little more, get a little bit more of the saturation. And just stick a couple in the tree so that we kind of do get this little bit of an effect. Which I can just kind of jam them in the log, right? And it would be difficult to notice. Yep, so now the tree is glowing a little bit. And it's nice to have that little bit of glow on it. Okay, so there we go. So in this case, select everything, deselect you, deselect you, deselect you, and then add those together. And oh, my shift finger is hurting. Alright, so go back to daytime. If my shift finger's hurting. You know, I'll get the rest of the trees done offline on my own. I'm not gonna call it here yet. We are gonna, at the very least, recolor the coaster. But once the coaster's recolored, I'm calling it. I cannot keep this up with how my finger's being right now. So, with the coaster, we are gonna go with probably more of like a green color scheme. Here. Like, I want to get a good look at actual color scheme. Well, yeah, we can change the cars, but I do want to keep it a Wendigo in terms of the car theme. So you go... Yeah, probably... Okay. You know what? I could also do a purple. On it, too. So it kind of stands out. It'd be kind of cool if we added a multiplayer section. So you can help as you work. I don't know. I don't think it would be needed for that game. Okay, you know, if we did more of like this shade, I will have to recolor a lot of the track supports. You know, if we did that, I think that'll blend in a little better. Hey, Bosian. Unfortunately, I am going to be calling the stream to a close here very shortly due to finger issues. Entirely because one of my fingers is hurting, and I know I'm getting I'm seeing a lot of people joining the stream now, and it's just like, oh man, this is the worst time possible to end. Because, yeah, my finger is just hurting, or one of them is. I cannot keep this going. I am recoloring this first, so it's not over quite yet, but unfortunately getting closer than I would like. Okay. So repaint it in these colors. Yeah, health is the most important. Yep. But you know, even so, it is always possible to go on a raid. And there is somebody who is streaming Planet Coaster today, so there's an option. Okay, what was that? I let go of that key, and then it kept moving me along. What? Is it these? Which one are you having issues with? Oh, it's this right there. Yeah, okay, so all of you guys can be selected to be this color. You can be selected to be this color. You can be selected to be that color. And then we got this stupid thing here, which needs to be that color. Then we can swap to these guys. Will that work? Okay, so this is actually all of these together. Wait, hold on. Are you part of the same building, or are you part of a separate building? What is going on here? What is going on here? Something weird. This is weird. I don't know what's going on. Planet Coaster, be nice. Be nice to me. Thank you. Okay, so all these, which I can select. Can I select you? Thank you. Let's just color all the ones we have. Yeah, I really did want to continue the stream for... Well, yeah, I really did want to continue the stream for longer. But I'm not going to be able to... Alright, so those are colored. Unfortunately, you know, you can kind of see that below the water. The, bit sticking out. It's not super bad. I think there is one more support area here, which needs to be fixed. Other than that, I mean, that one's kind of stuck through the station, so it doesn't matter. There's a little bit around there, too. Okay, so then select all of you. Grab the supports here. Or not the supports, the footers. So then those are those coaster supports. And then grab these guys and repaint them. Because that'll work. So I think that is all of that repainted, other than these little bits here. We have another one here. Yes, we do. And another one here. We have one here. No, we don't. Is it all of them? Yeah, because we don't have one on this section. Okay, cool. And then the beam underneath here needs to be converted to purple. These guys are going to probably be night. You've completely uninstalled Planet Coaster. Why would you do that? Why would you uninstall Planet Coaster in favor of Planet Zoo? Planet Zoo has all of the flaws of Planet Coaster with no, additional benefits. It's really weird. I wouldn't do it. I think Planet Coaster is probably the better game of the two. Alright. Okay, so this is why this is difficult to grab. Okay, we can grab this. We can convert this over to this color. So now our coaster is repainted in more of a purple and white, mostly because I'm far better at maintaining animals. Yeah, that is fair. I think the problem is, as management games, both of them are a little bit shallow, although I am playing this as a management game right now. And Planet Coaster as a creative outlet's a little bit better. Or it does work as a creative outlet, while Planet Zoo just doesn't work quite as well as one. Why are both these the same building? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna convert this one to more of like this shade of purple, but I'm gonna leave that one that shade of maroon because they'll look good enough next to each other, and I can imagine two trains being painted like that, which means I am gonna repaint the trains here to more of this color. Probably want to leave the tongue about the same though. Much as I am repainting the trains though. I think I'm having trouble getting paths go up inclines. Yeah, it has been. I mean, I guess it's been a moderate issue with some of these games. Alright, so I'll change this color. Oh, God. Okay, we're in the middle of an autosave. Thank you. We're done. I'll change this color to that, so that we do have a little bit of an additional color change with the trains. And there we go. I think the new color scheme for this ride is sorted out. It'll go much better with the blue we intend on putting around it. We do also have the whole thing here, which does need to have its colors changed. I can actually do these in more of a white, too, to match the pillars, which might be a cool idea, rather than the reddish color it had previously. Maybe more like that color. Oh, Jurassic World Evolution. Yep. Okay. I need to try that one at some point. I forget if I own it or not, because that might have also been another one where I was going to buy it, and then I'm like, no. Alright, so this was previously more of a red. I'm gonna switch it to more of an orange and go a little bit more gray on it. Maybe more down here. And then that will be the extra color we use. Those do not count as the same thing. Okay, so we gotta do this. We do not have it. It's on sale. Okay, I'll have to check if it's one of those. I haven't played it, but I don't know if it's one of those games where I bought it and haven't played it, or was just looking at it and didn't play it. Because I do think they've somewhat mismanaged Planet Coaster, and I'm very concerned about their other projects. With Planet Coaster just still working because it's such a good creative outlet where, you know, being zoo isn't quite as good of one. You don't get quite as much creative freedom in a zoo as you do in a theme park. Okay. So this should work, I would imagine. Oh, it's gonna be really annoying doing all the stuff up here. So you also have to swap to that color. Yeah, this all has to swap. So just start with the color swap. As much of it done as we can. This one needs a color swap too. Okay. And then we kind of have these bars on the top of the roof. Oh, damn it, I just deselected them. Planet Zoo, some of the issues Planet Zoo have is that they... Oh, God, why did that select everything? What is 7... Oh, okay, yeah, that's why. Tried to effectively copy and paste the things that worked in Planet Coaster directly into Planet Zoo. Which makes it a little clunkier. Yeah, I think that is an issue. Alright, so... Only a little bit. Only a little bit. What did we accidentally select? You... There we go. That allows me to change a lot of those. And then over here, let's align this up perfectly. Select down this way. But we accidentally select these guys and these guys. And then that allows me to change the colors of all those into the same thing. We do have to also change these guys' colors. And changing the colors of, you know, this complex of a roof structure is way more difficult than I thought it would be. Alright, so we can line these up, do a easy color change like that. Line up here too. No, wait, no. Line up here. No. Line up probably about here. Oh, not all these. Damn it. Okay, so all these guys need to change to... What did we select? Why is it two different things? Seriously? Is it like... Yeah, okay. So I need only these four. Okay, so the haunted house pillars aren't even grouped up with their different sizes. That's lame. Alright, we got another wood piece here. Okay, and now the next set we gotta do is probably here, which means this. Wait, what? Why did you not do this piece? Okay, seriously. Okay. What the hell? Is this just poorly aligned right now? Because we're aiming here. Thank you. How am I missing this piece up front? Okay, do that line. Okay, do that. Yeah, it's just... I don't know how it's missing all these pieces over here, because it's stupid. There's probably... Yep, there's a lot of missed pieces here. Because it's just not selecting them for whatever reason. And then more missed pieces over here, and more... This is so annoying to get sorted. Alright. And you guys aren't even well color changed. Unfortunately, that finger is starting to hurt again, so I'm going to switch which finger I'm using for the shift. Okay, so we only got really the actual cross beams on the roof to go, which is even worse. Maybe we do these section at a time. like this. Stop it. Any way I can just kind of see all of that at once? Yeah, about here. This'll work. Okay, we can just change the color of all those. There is going to be a single one at the top. How is there still ones on here where whose color is weird like that? I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. All those guys. All these guys. Okay, actually we're getting close to the end. You need to be selected too. And you guys need to be selected, and honestly you need to be selected. Nope, that color. And your color didn't change either. Because apparently I'm really, really bad at changing all the colors of these. And oh my god, there's actually a beam whose color didn't change here. Great. Great. At least the station's looking like it is fitting a little better than it was before with the red. But then we still got this side to go. Alright, so do this. Do it here too. And wait until the autosave is done, because I have to. Come on. Come on, game, thank you. Right. Oh, I see. There's 3 layers, actually. That's why stuff on the other side was so confusing, because we were only hitting 2 layers at once, when there's actually 3 of them. Fun. Alright. Yep. How? Yeah, I'm actually in pain from this. Alright, there we go. That should be that section of... or that side of roof done. Unfortunately, we do have some more stuff to adjust on this side of the roof. Primarily down here. Yep, look at that. 2 different colors used. Because we must have just missed the rest of this here. And is there anything else on that lower level? No, I don't think there is. So then we just got this our top cross beam here. Our top beam kind of holding the rest of the roof together to get done. And then we got this little section there, and that should be it. Oh my god, we got it repainted. The station building is now repainted. It still needs some fences and stuff, but we've actually made some good progress today on this. And you know, the re-theme is in the process of being done, and hopefully we'll be able to get it done here relatively soon. Yeah, this has been me, NoName117 Spore. If you happen to be watching this on, well, if you're watching this on Twitch, links to my Discord, YouTube, and Twitter are down below. Discord is where you can get notifications for all these live streams when they go live. YouTube is where these live streams, some of them at the very least, this one will be, get uploaded when they're done. And Twitter is... it exists. If you are watching this on YouTube, then the YouTube link will instead be replaced with a link to my Twitch, which is where I live stream all these originally. Thank you everyone for watching. Actually, I don't know if the Twitter link will appear. I'll have to see. No, I'll make it appear. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'm actually going to go on a raid as I save the park. So yeah, this is... the raid target is also playing Planet Coaster. I mean, we definitely talked. I wouldn't say good friend, but I'd say definitely good acquaintance. Is Wixie? He runs, or is it going to be Wixie? He runs the Nexus Discord, as well as being a member in, I know, Channel 5 Gaming, too. Oh, when I say member, I mean moderator. So yeah, we are gonna go give him a nice little host here. for a nice little raid. And yeah, I will see you guys later then. Not work. Bye!